we're going to do bed mobility, or moving from a sitting position to a lying position. I'm going to show Lori moving in both directions, moving towards her strong, unaffected side, and later towards her affected, weaker side. We'll just figure out the specifics of the exact way you want to do it before you go, but for the DVD, we'll show both. All right, Lori, I want you to come down on this side. You're going to end up on your side on the bed and then roll onto your back. So you're going to bring this elbow down. Now try to get your shoulder to the pillow and then scoop those legs up for me. Good. Now roll. There we go. We'll ease the arm down and all the way down. Specifics of positioning Lori's weaker arm and leg for comfort are discussed in a different chapter. We'll work on getting up. For the roll to get back up, what I want to do is position Lori's legs in a bent position. So I want her to do as much as she can to help bend up this weaker leg. So bend that leg up, Lori. Bend it up, good. And this side, good. The other thing we want to make sure is that Lori's weaker arm is with us when we roll so it doesn't get caught behind or injured. So Lori, can you get your left arm there? Bring it up onto your lap, good. All right. Lori, I want you to roll onto this side. So I want you to look at me, roll, bring those legs, good. Now we're on this side. I want you to bring those legs off the edge and then prop yourself up with that strong arm. Good. So that's how I'd coach Lori through the actual movement. I'm going to speak more specifically of my body position. All right, so as we go down, I'm going to position myself right about Lori's hip so that I can have close access to her upper body here at her shoulders and then her legs down here. Again, I'm going to keep my knees bent, so I'm lifting with my legs and try not to lean over this way because that's bad for our back. All right, so as Lori goes down on her elbow, I have a light hand on her trunk, and then my arms are here ready to help with the legs. If Lori were taller, I would make sure the shoulders were down, move here so I could use more of my weight for heavier legs. And then as Lori rolls this way, I'm going to have a hand on the weak leg and a hand on the weak arm to prevent them from flopping or moving in a uncomfortable, painful position for her. And all the way down. Good. On the way up, my position is similar. As we bend this leg up for me, Lori, good. And now this one. I'm going to position myself right about at her hips so I can have equal distance to her legs and her upper body. Very good, Lori. Okay. My hand closest to her is going to be on her rib cage to kind of help with that roll and also prevent that arm from rolling back the opposite way. All right. One thing that's common is when Lori brings her legs off, the stronger leg slides right off, and sometimes that left leg gets left up there in a very awkward position. So I really want to watch to make sure those legs are stacked on each other and they're moving together. All right, so bring those legs over. As Lori drops her legs, be right there to help with the momentum. I stay very close to the edge of the mat to prevent one, so Lori feels safe, but also to prevent any rolling off the edge of the mat. All right, now we're going to have Lori move into lying down through her weak affected side. I added a bed rail here because that makes this this movement much easier because Lori's going to be able to put her hand here, help control her upper body down, still shoulder to the pillow. She's going to be able to bring that leg up, get that leg up, and then try to bring this one up. I'm going to help that one as much as need be, and then over. Now, my position is very similar to the other direction, still positioned at the hips. What I take a special care for when we're moving this direction is it's easier to roll in this direction for Lori, so I need to be aware so that she doesn't roll too far or off the bed. So we have our legs bent up as we did at the other direction, and we also want to make sure this arm is going to be safe as she rolls onto this side. Again, I'm going to have Lori look to where we're going. Reach for that rail, Lori. Okay, all the way onto your side. Good. Now, bring those legs over. You can have your good, and then push up. Now, as I help Lori up from this position, I'm going to have my hand close to her spine here. I'm not on her neck. That's a big no-no. So I'm here to give some support to the trunk, and as she comes up, I have a hand on her hip to give her that kind of a motion to help with coming up. Now, once Lori's sitting up, I tend to keep my hand on her because sometimes people feel dizzy when they come up from sitting, or their initial balance can be off. So if I have a hand on, it gives some support so she doesn't fall in any direction. And if I were going to do a transfer next, I'd keep one hand on her as I got the wheelchair set up for that. So that is bed mobility.